Seems the hideaway's lost its...
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your... You remember Ivan's stew? So I thought I'd try making one of these...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped?
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone.
I've never been one to play so...
A fried recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries.
Wow. Kindly old...
Fine. And if he does...
You do that.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be...
Sid,
I can certainly...
it's not who, but what. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and my first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, which almost certainly means they had...
Perhaps a visit from Sid.
I think it just might. I don't... But if they have, they were in the atrium when I last saw them.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you...
Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. A young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample...
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I'm...
So the fabled Saint-Brecois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never... Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern. They're ground...
Dragon livers.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very colour of the sea.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drakes?
Saint's bonnet, in contemporary parlance. A herb which I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone. So I'm sure you'll have no trouble. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life. In which regard, fried mortress of skyworm is...
Meaning that if I find one, I've...
Best of luck, and do say...
It seems the hideaway's lost its...
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time? Rutherford. Where would he be at Martha's Rest?
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Good? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that means. Oh, I think Nan might be in...
It's all right.
Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chap, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who wanted to ask her about it myself, but she'd never give you...
Don't worry.
Oh,
Of course. Lady Karen.
Not Neil.
You're...
What not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care? But...
Just... All right.
Are you? And who was it?
All I know is that someone in Dallam...
And what? You believe... Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could lie me, but that woman is no more.
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a...
Of course. I spoke that the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold, along with some other things, that... While it sounds like she may have done things she regrets...
Oh, I knew Nan wasn't... But why would people say she was?
No, but people do things for all sorts of reasons.
Well, that trader, he said they were all talking about, so that's where I'm going.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading...
Oh, but that...
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just...
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. It's not a set of scales, is it?
No.
Well, not anymore.
And just how long hasn't it been one?
Yes.
But we didn't break them. We just...
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Miss Middledore? And why would she... have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Middledore said, the best way I see how some...
Well then, your work is already half done.
The taking apart was easy enough.
The boss...
You three need to learn to take... So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes. All right. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to... This is called the arm. Why do you suppose...
You're right. It looks...
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this...
Good thinking. These round parts are called the pans.
I do. Molly, but these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. But what if I wanted to wear goots?
What are the chains for?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear.
I have. Miss Middledore's dungeon is...
She puts them in all her inventions.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you...
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried...
We know what part's supposed to move, and how. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? So, now that we've taken stock of the part...
I think we've got...
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body.
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. All finished.
Yes!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who...
That's right. We're Miss Middledor's...
Her hairs.
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the High...
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Middledore and Miss Shirley.
You hear that?
Until then, though...
Hey, look!
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
The girls here can have coal and all the rest. My heart beats for another. Now, if only Lady Taya would let me into the infirmary to see him.
I can hardly lift my arms.
If you'd like, that is.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there...
Well?
It was as you thought. That they dismantled them to see...
Oh, no.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her, although I was the one who ended up...
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know. I shall see that the children are
Please, there's no need. It seems to... She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why...
She told me it was because her studies had been interrupted by events in Canva.
No, it isn't. The university offered her to anyone else it would be an opportunity. But to Mid, who lost both her parents, but that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope.
Which explains her heir. She's working to give them a better life.
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very...
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Thought you knew better than to put stock. Coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Campbell was attacked, she will already have begun battle.
Tabor is advanced. We should keep up the pace.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
You shouldn't be too hard to find, Goots.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping.
Fuck! How the hell did they find it?
The finest sellswords.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, I found someone who says he's a...
Have you?
Go on.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war being waged. And who will they all... Why, the good...
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, just so. You'll find her right here, plying her trade most...
Here in Delamil. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market. But if you're not the patient, but it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that feeling bold, traveler? Now, if that's all...
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think...
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has...
Good question.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge.
All right, but...
You too, Goots.
What a mess. You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Good girl.
Yeah!
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it?
It was a fairly... So...
That's a dire slow, boys. He's all yours.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed, he only wanted that bull of a manservant. The dim one always... You weren't evil.
What were you going to do to...
The Borgwyn wanted him to... I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once. Then you... Well... Go on, then.
You're not worth the effort.
Fuck.
I need to find Goots.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty pig!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading the...
For they are not lies. Every last...
Goose.
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime. Goots, was it? Only with your... Run along now.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. Promise me you won't hurt, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots!
Enough, all of you!
Karen. But how did you...
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't know? The whole thing got me thinking. Who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in me fairy, though it was just Bogan. But I thought the years might have taught you some sense. But I see you're the same pants-pissing... What was it we called you?
You bitch! Everything that... It was all your fault! And now you'll
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me...
Fuck!
You great girl. Out of the way, I can... So, you remember what you told me when we... An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now... Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But it isn't easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working that said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that's what took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. But he crossed a line, dragging Pope. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But...
What if he does? Let's we take the other eye, then we work our way down. But something tells me the Wet Legs is right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted...
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Let's go. Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
My lord Marquis, it is you. I am Sebastian Run.
Of course.
Yes, my lord.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord.
It's all right.
I am here at Martha's Rest, tasked with learning what I am able, and what I have learned is grim. The fall of the subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now the gears of governance have ground to a halt. And without the realm threatened. Your lord uncle, however...
That sounds like...
It is. Hence my having enlisted the...
Alas.
I have lost contact with... They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword. Yet in these dark times...
So you want me? I'll need to know what...
One I sent to investigate the Republic. The other...
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy? The gentleman of the town guard.
master!
Someone's put himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in...
I already told you. Please!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master. If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us...
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't...
Oh, you're more... He hasn't had many visitors since we...
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the...
Much has changed in the Republican army.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent...
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look...
Well... Perhaps I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison, his men confiscated...
The captain is no more.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital, and those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria.
I'll find a caravan. You won't mind if I...
Not at all, no. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at... There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days ago. And now you'd have us believe they just...
Let's go. Faster! You deserve a rest. What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already released...
I'm not.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane
of the Seven High Houses of... It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your... I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being...
Bandits.
They looked more like field... It didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a...
Which way did they go?
South.
All right. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach. Visit the Vale. Tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Make for the town while you can.
You don't need to tell me twice.
This looks to be all...
I thought I told you to...
And stand by, as ill might befall the heir to the Duke...
It's just Clive. And I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gate.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits,
Rockford, if you are to continue, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
I shall return to Northreach right away, but allow me to thank you first.
Don't thank me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece. I see you're
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, speaking of which, I received word from both my associates.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right... They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather
I am afraid that Grim Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work.
As it is mine.
Mindless though they are, an Akashic horde large enough to besiege the free cities is not to be trifled with. We must proceed with caution.
It seems the hideaway's lost its...
So?
I did, and he was as...
And what precisely will I be cooking up?
Blueback wyvern liver. And,
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms. Now then, you stay right where... Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they... And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He is...
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than...
So...
What? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint. It is a tall saint.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But
Decent. It's remarkable. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen...
I'll give it some thought.
Nothing like a dish of cold.
I didn't mean to make things... I just thought...
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken... You've always been me right eye, and I'd have you stay that way. So don't you...
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again. And again.
Why, you big fine.
Thanks, Nan.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back. Just like you.
Of course.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mate. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. Opposed...
Did you see the pair that got hauled into Tyre?
Canva's walls will not hold the Akashic Horde for long. We can only hope they hold it for long enough.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Clive. And how could it not? But are we any better? I cannot claim. Such are the wages. Ironic, then. What is it that you wish to learn? Here you are. Very good.
How are you doing? Here you go.
Faster!
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
This won't be easy.
Come on. Run like the wind. Thanks, Gal.
Ready, go?
Come on.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
All right.
I do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities?
You're injured. What happened here?
It's what my own men did. There's a village not far from here. We can't.
I'll go. Rest well, soldier. You said the Cameron was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there. Good girl.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
All yours, Torvald! Sick!
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
His...
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe thanks to you. You seem familiar.
You must have me confused.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. Just know that I will find you, Sid. You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will.
Come on. Run like the wind.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
No need to ride from here. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Welcome, welcome. Go safely.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
Thank you for the deal, Ed, mister.
Have you noticed the elders? Not a scratch on them.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalmor.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
That Cyril fella's an odd fish, don't you think?
Scholarly salt side.
How are those new boots treating you?
Beneath the flood, yes.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into ties?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left? Them. Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses... Flame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us! We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity!
Not quite.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but... I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well. My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for service is rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her. Which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is that blade for hire, perchance?
Figuratively.
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity.
How do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that a dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such. Bring me that beast's skin and I will ship.
All right.
Of course you will. When one lives, leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw. I eagerly await you.
Careful how you pack them. Leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down.
You! Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
How are those new boots treating you?
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamil.
Not a scratch on them. Have you noticed the elder has been coughing?
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mummy made a pottage from it.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps she'll invite me round to try it next time.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since this time.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in...
Oh, what the... Come, don't cheat. Let's start with...
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's lay. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with... But whatever could have...
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor. Its guardian roots could never... This is proving...
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last, but little wonder it was so difficult to trace them. Nonetheless, one cannot help...
Too many stairs, Bell.
Ha!
Fly, Ambrosia.
Looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. Let's try. This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's your...
I worried... As supple as clearly my trust in you was join me as my honored partner.
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Do not allow me to keep you from being about.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with... chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
The free cities under siege?
Ready, go?
Yeah! Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
All right. Surrounded. Let's go. Straight home now. Sator. Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Faster!
Then let us be rid of them.
This might take a while.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Are we even safe here?
Were it not for the Undying's aid, I would be long dead. Grant them your trust, and they will repay you with their loyalty.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?